The presentation of American Playhouse is made possible by the nation's public television stations, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the National Endowment for the Arts, the Pew Memorial Trust, and by the Chubb Group of insurance companies, for over 100 years providing business and personal insurance worldwide through independent agents and brokers.
Approaching Lavendar, family comedy drama next.
Today's babies are under scrutiny. Doctors and specialists want to make sure the infant is not only physically healthy, but also developing normally. Because the sooner they can discover deafness, autism, or other problems, the sooner they can start treatment so the child won't miss vital early years of learning. I'm Jim Hartz. Join me for a look at how modern science combats the problems of the developing child on our next innovation.
Tomorrow at 8:30, followed by Nova.
She took a belt and she went in as hard as she could.
I left a lot of bruises and welts on his legs, and they called me at work and told me that I had been reported.
Violence in the home is no longer a secret inheritance. Generations of Violence looks at its far-reaching consequences for its victims and for society, and it efforts to halt the cycle of abuse.
You go home tonight, and your wife gives you
TV worth thinking about tomorrow at 11. Wednesday on 13. At 8:30, a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist takes on a young Cuban boxer and finds fresh new insights telling an old story, an inside look at writers' writing. Then at 9, Placido Domingo sings Zarzuela, the sparkling Spanish spectacle. And at 10, the rocky road from dictatorship to democracy in Spain 10 years after the death of Franco.
Funding for this program has been provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Get ready, and he goes to the, you know, and he lifts up the seat, and he looks down, and there are those swollen pizza goldfish just floating in the bowl. Oh, it is so gross. I mean, nothing for breakfast and crackers in the toilet. It's vintage Fellini.
Oh, look, Abby, look. We've watched Dad get married twice. We've watched Mom get married twice. Not to mention, hey, we survived the years they were married to each other. We've got brothers and sisters we've never even met. I mean, we don't even like the ones we have met. We have to get out of these marriages with a decent meal after the ceremony, so just relax about it, okay? I mean, annulling a marriage is like getting a Visa card renewed. Anybody with enough assets can do it.
Is she upset?
She is, emotionally overwrought. For the moment, I think.
Well, I mean, weddings do that to some people. They're so nice, you know, like flowers everywhere and dresses and hats and gloves. Oh, I go to Zillions and I cry every time. Forever. God, I am such a faucet. The drop of a pin and I get all choked up.
Amazing.
Hello, I'm John Jory, producing director of Actors Theater of Louisville. Over the past decade, Actors Theater has encouraged a variety of new writing for the American stage. Actors Theater Presents is our way of sharing some of this new work with a national television audience. Sometimes playwrights have things to say that just don't take 2 hours. That's why we've made a special effort in nurturing the one-act play. It's a particularly good form for developing writers to explore themes and ideas for the stage. It's a bit like the relationship between the short story and the novel. It focuses action and distills the dramatic experience into an accessible 30-minute format. A lot can happen in 30 minutes, especially in the theater. And in this play, Approaching Lavendar by Julie Beckett Crutcher, a whole new family is constituted before our eyes, but it's no longer a traditional family structure. 2 women wake up one day and suddenly have a new sister who happens to be an adult. In that sense, it deals with a theme that is increasingly common in American life, families forming and reforming through divorce and marriage. A decade ago, there were very few plays about women, or even plays that had an all-female cast. That's because so many of the playwrights were male. And what we have here is an amusing and clearly drawn set of female...
Excuse me. Do you work here?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Oh. Is this the Monsignor's office?
I believe so. The sign on the door would indicate that, yes.
Oh, is there a sign? Oh, you're right, there is. I don't have my lenses in. Are you one of the children?
Yes.
Oh, hi! Isn't this exciting at all?
Oh, I don't know. The thrill wears off after a while.
Aren't you going in?
I don't think so.
Oh. Well, then I'll see you later, I guess. Oh, you know, we're all going somewhere together. After, I mean, to celebrate, so there'll be lots of time to chat and all. Oh, I just hope there's lots of champagne, don't you? Jen? Jenny? Abby? Jenny? Oh, I'm sorry I wasn't here sooner, but the traffic was... Oh. Are they in there? Already? Did you see her? What does she look like?
Healthier than the last one.
The last one was transparent.
Well, she only lived 8 weeks.
Jenny!
This one looks sort of, extremely feminine, you know? All ruffles and pastels.
Oh, no.
What?
I think I forgot to leave Brad a note about the aluminum foil. Oh. He'll blow up the microwave or something. I maybe better go home before he gets back.
But you just got here, for God's sake.
He had a golf game this morning. He'll come in all sweaty and mean. He'll hit the button on the microwave, and he'll go to take a shower, and he won't even look inside. And he won't hear the explosion, and the food will be all over.
It will be all right.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will. Anyway, the way these things run, you'll be home before he hits the 9th hole.
Well, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Can I say it's your fault if the kitchen blows up? How's Mom?
In Chicago.
I know that. I mean, about all this, how is she?
Well, I don't think she's losing any sleep over it, Abby.
Well, she should be. I mean, I am. I lie there and imagine what he said. Exactly.
Probably something like, hello, how are you? Mind if the church annuls our marriage?
Well, that's just rude, Jenny.
Oh, are you kidding? For them, it's a communication breakthrough.
But Jenny, they had 4 kids. What about us?
Well, Mary Beth is in transit, as usual. Tommy's at Fendhorn watching cabbages grow, or something. And we're here.
Fendhorn?
Yeah, it's in Scotland. Some spiritual community where they grow big vegetables.
Well, Tommy's just a little mixed up is all. Probably as a direct result of all this. But Jenny, look, don't you see? This annulment means Mom and Dad were never married, right?
Right.
So, how do you explain us? It means we're illegitimate. And it's not done in the place where we live. And how can Brad and I raise our children in the church if I'm not in the church because I don't exist?
But you don't have any children, do you?
I don't think I like this conversation anymore.
Oh, look, Abby, look. We've watched Dad get married twice. We've watched Mom get married twice. Not to mention, hey, we survived the years they were married to each other. We've got brothers and sisters we've never even met. I mean, we don't even like the ones we have met. We have to get out of these marriages with a decent meal after the ceremony, so just relax about it, okay? I mean, annulling a marriage is like getting a Visa card renewed. Anybody with enough assets can do it.
What's her name?
Who?
This one, the one in there.
Oh. Lavendar.
Like the scent lavender?
Yeah. Like the flower. Like the color purple.
Do you think they'll come out of there soon?
I don't know. I hope so.
I wonder if she'll ask us to call her Mom.
Probably. They always do.
I think I have to go home now.
Abby, wait. I forgot to unplug something, and I better remember soon.
Abigail, what the hell is the matter with you?
I knew Brad didn't want me to see them, but I never thought that. I mean, how could he? How could he? It's just, well, it's just sick. It's plain not done in the place where we live in. I won't be able to go to the Lilac Festival ball tonight because they'll all know.
What do we know?
They'll know that Daddy. They'll know that he what he did. Oh, no!
Oh, God.
Well, the least you think they do is label the loo. I'll bet that I opened every door up there, and I just thought I wouldn't make it. But I did. I go in this store. Don't I? Is she upset?
She is, emotionally overwrought. For the moment, I think.
Oh. Well, I mean, weddings do that to some people. They're so nice, you know, like flowers everywhere and dresses and hats and gloves. Oh, I go to Zillions and I cry every time. Forever. God, I am such a faucet. The drop of a pin and I get all choked up.
Amazing.
If she wants to freshen up later, it's at the top of the stairs. You turn right. Or left. Well, whatever.
You talk to her.
What? Well, of course I talk to her.
I'm not talking to her ever.
Abigail, I swear sometimes I think that living in a Cape Cod is seriously endangering your health.
Can you honestly say that her age doesn't bother you?
What about her age? All I told you was that she was healthy.
You didn't say why she was healthy.
All I meant to Abigail was that she didn't have one foot in the grave.
Well, not her grave, maybe his grave.
Abigail, you look me straight in the eye and tell me you're not drunk.
Don't you see what she wants? His money. She should be in jail. We have to do something.
I don't think that we can do anything, nor that we have cause to do anything. So why don't we just sit here like the polite girls we are, and then when it's all over, they'll come out and tell us. And then we can all go and have a nice lunch. You and me and Dada and Lavendar's adrenally overactive daughter.
Daughter?
Yes, Abigail, her daughter. That terminal debutante who just whizzed past here en route to what she referred to as the loo means bathroom.
That's not Lavendar.
No, Abby. Lavendar is busy in there staying Catholic while marrying Dad, who couldn't care less about being Catholic except in as much as Lavendar is and wants to go to heaven, which she can now do since the church conveniently obliterated history. God, think how much simpler the whole thing would have been if Mom had just died like the others. Sorry.
What's her name?
Whose name?
The one that's not Lavendar that I thought was.
You seriously thought that was Lavendar?
Well, she came out of there, didn't she? And, you didn't say anyone else was in there, so what was I supposed to think?
Well, Abby, how have you remained so totally unassuming?
I don't know. I guess because I got married so young and I moved to the suburbs. And I read a lot.
It is what you read that's the problem. Her name is Wren.
Wren?
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Jenny.
What?
Why do we always get such cute sisters?
I don't know.
Do you think she'll make Dad adopt her?
I doubt Wren's real interested in being adopted.
Well, she's pretty young yet, isn't she?
Yeah, well, she doesn't think she is.
Well, you don't know. I mean, lots of girls need taking care of. Look at Mary Beth.
Yeah, Mary Beth should either get married or get a job so she has somewhere to go at 9 o'clock every morning.
She has a job.
What as?
Well, she works with orphans twice a week at least.
What does she do with these orphans?
Plays with them. Helps them understand how adults act.
I rest my case.
You don't have a job.
I am in law school. That is different.
I don't have a job.
You're married. That's different, too.
Being married isn't a job.
Being married to Brad is.
No, it isn't. It's hard work, and I get pretty tired, and the house is pretty big, and I have to clean and do laundry, but it is not a job. It's just my life. So, I guess.
Hi again.
Hello.
They sent me out for a little while. I think that I was talking too much. The Monsignor got a headache.
How's it going in there?
Oh, just fine. Well, a little slow, though, maybe. Oh, Dad keeps nodding off and all. Oh, I'm so gauche. We haven't met yet.
Wren, this is Abigail. Shake Wren's hand, Abby.
How old are you?
Abby?
I just turned 21. Do you believe it?
No.
Yes.
Well, I just came out 2 years ago.
Came out of what? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know they still did that.
Oh, they do. You're so funny. Well, that's what Dad said. I mean, he said you always make everybody laugh, even though it wasn't always funny. Although I don't know what he meant by that part. Dad. Yeah, your dad said, why don't I call him Dad? Isn't that sweet? I started today, even though they're not married yet.
I think I have to go home now.
Abby?
Brad's on the third to the last green. And if I leave now, I can pretend that I never came and everything will be all right again.
Is Brad your boyfriend?
We're married.
Oh, well, that's all right. Lots of people I know get married. Oh, I almost forgot. He called.
Who called?
Brad did?
Yeah, a little while ago when I went to the loo when you were out here crying.
Uh-oh.
What, Abby? What a... Oh.
Oh, well, gosh, maybe I shouldn't have told
Abigail,
you.
what did you do?
Something bad.
How bad, Abby?
Pretty bad.
Well, they said to tell you, though, that he called.
What, Abby, what?
I threw out his goldfish.
Oh, doesn't David Bowie do something with goldfish?
You threw out his gold. What'd you do? Flush him down the toilet?
How'd you know that, how he did it?
He eats them or something. Yuck.
You took Brad's goldfish out of the bowl and flushed...
Oh, not the bowl, the bag.
I mean, I think that is pretty gross, don't you?
He keeps his goldfish in a bag?
Yeah, you know those little bags. You buy them at the grocery, 99 cents each.
Oh, not live goldfish.
Kind of like crackers, right?
Yeah, you know, pizza, pretzel, parmesan, and cheddar.
Abby, why did you flush Brad's goldfish? That's a pretty ineffectual way to express anger, Abby.
I threw out some other stuff, too.
You didn't just walk out and all. I mean, that's what I did once. Only I had to come back because I couldn't start the car.
I threw out a spoon-sized shredded wheat. And that kind of bread he likes makes you not have heart attacks. And that's why he called.
Abby, why were you mad at Brad?
Because.
Because why, Abby?
Because of what he said about my family. And how it embarrassed him. And how I couldn't come here today.
He's a jerk, Abigail.
He's not a jerk!
Abby, Brad does not know what is right for you.
But he does!
He does?
Look, he told you not to come and you came.
That is true, too.
Well, yes, but I didn't lie this time.
You know, once I threw a piece of Chateaubriand that this guy was with in Zelda's in front of his agent and everything. Maybe it was his editor.
That's very interesting, right? Abby, I thought that you were better.
Oh, I am better. Before, if I got mad, I just try to pretend I wasn't, and maybe I'd go out and buy a new chair or a magazine or something. So this is better.
But how is Brad going to know that you're angry if you don't tell him?
Oh, but I did tell him.
Abigail, you threw out the contents of the pantry. That isn't telling him.
Well, in a way that is.
You see, in a way that is.
Aren't you afraid he'll be real ripped? Well, what I mean is like, well, think about it. I mean, he gets up, right? And you're gone and all. And he goes for the cereal, but it's not there, so he figures, well, maybe you just forgot to buy it or something. So he decides to have the toast instead. Maybe. So he goes for the bread,
Gwen,
but
I
that's
don't
gone
think you're
too.
helping.
So he figures, well, maybe he'll just get something on the way to wherever, coffee, and you know. So he goes to the bathroom to get
Gwen,
ready,
this doesn't
and he goes to
concern
the you know, and he lifts up the seat and he looks down, and there are those swollen pizza goldfish just floating in the bowl. Oh, it is so gross. I mean, nothing for breakfast and crackers in the toilet. It's vintage Fellini. I mean...
Abigail. Abby.
I mean, no wonder the guy freaked. I mean, I would, wouldn't you?
Look, Ren, I know that this might have eluded you, but my sister appears to be slightly upset, and see, I just don't think she's real up to dealing with strangers at this moment, and frankly, I don't think that this incident really need concern anyone but the immediate family.
But I am immediate family.
Not yet, you're not.
Well, practically I am.
Ren, Abigail is my sister.
Well, she's my sister, too.
Yes, that's true. She will soon be your stepsister. I will be your stepsister. We will all be stepsisters. But stepsisters are different from real sisters. And she's just really very shy and extremely sensitive. And I think it'd just be easier for her if you weren't out here, okay?
Why do you talk to me that way?
What way?
Well, like you did just then, like I was 10 years old or something.
Oh, did I? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Well,
It's
you
just
do that
I
a lot.
wanted-
You talk to people that way. You think I'm a real flake, don't you?
No, I don't think that at all. I don't know why.
Well, then you don't approve of me or something, do you?
Look, Ren, it isn't that simple. There's a lot of inherent tension here today, and there's no reason
It's
why
not
you
just
should
that.
think that it's
It's
difficult
something
for
else.
us.
You didn't like me from the moment you first met me.
Look, Ren, why don't you just be a good girl and scoot back in there and see if you can hurry the nuptials along, and I will take care of Abby. And then after that, we'll only have to see each other once a year, and it'll be just fine and painless like it's supposed to be.
I couldn't find the powder room. I'm sorry I left like that. It wasn't very polite not to say excuse me.
It's okay. I'm sure that Ren didn't take any offense, did you, Ren? Okay. Well, then. Here we all are. Now, actually, Abby, Ren was just saying that she was going to see if she could hurry them along, weren't you, Ren?
No.
See. Okay.
I was telling you that I didn't like you because you pretend not to be something that you really are. And because you talk to me like I'm stupid. You know, I know a lot of people who have divorced parents, and do you know what? You all have that same attitude. You all use it as an excuse for not having any friends.
Boy, you really shoot straight when you shoot, don't you?
Yes.
Maybe I'll go to the bathroom.
No, damn it, Abigail, just stay right where you are, right?
You see, you just did it right then, ordering her around like that and
Ren,
all.
how you regard me is one thing, but whether or not I have any friends, for God's sakes, is another. Now, there is a history involved here that you cannot possibly comprehend, and it determines the way that I treat my sister. So I would just thank you to kindly butt out, okay?
Do you think I made her hate me?
I don't hate anyone, for God's sake.
I think maybe you do, Jimmy.
Oh, great. Now, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
Well, just that you always say you don't so fast, and in most cases, it indicates a deep-rooted...
Oh, come on, Abigail. Don't play analysis with me. I pay someone to do that, okay?
I know you do, and I'm not really, but... Jenny.
What? What, Abby, what?
You do hate some people.
Okay, Abigail, you're so smart. You tell me. Whom?
Well, me a little because I got married.
No,
it was
Abby,
safer.
I know that you would like to think that, but I could easily...
And Dad, because he walked out and he didn't tell us.
Well, yeah. I mean, I felt anger,
And
yes,
Ren, because
initially,
she's
but...
right.
Oh, well, I was just trying to...
Ren was merely repeating a much-publicized
And Tommy and Mary Beth
generalization,
because
which
they're
hasn't
younger,
proven
and mostly
true.
Mom because she agreed to the annulment and made you an orphan.
Yeah, look, Abigail, that is absurd. That is a dead issue, okay? I've dealt with it. It's a goddamn moot point. We have been orphans since the day that Dad left, and you know it because you were there, and you goddamn near went nuts because it was worse for me.
But I did go nuts, Jenny.
No, you didn't. Oh, please.
I did, and you couldn't save me.
Oh.
It's okay, Jenny. I'm better now.
Oh, God, Abby, this is so unfair.
I'm older, Jenny. I give up easier.
I'm sorry, I don't usually cry at weddings.
I do.
Especially my parents' weddings.
Oh, that's not true. I mean, you cried at one of Mom's weddings.
Oh, yeah, that's because she was marrying a real jerk.
Well, what's it like having a stepfather?
Well, pretty strange at first. I mean, it's okay, but just don't let Dad play you against your mom.
Do they do that?
Well, not always, but one of ours did all the time. He didn't last long, though.
Yeah, he left right after Tommy barked all over the inside of his Mercedes.
Oh, he didn't mean to or anything.
Well, I guess you'll all be coming to my house for Christmas now, huh?
Oh, yeah, Dad likes to spend Christmas with his children. Just wait till he pulls out that flea-bitten old Santa suit and tries to pretend we're all in grade school. Yeah. He's really basically a very nice man, Red. Really. Oh, my God, I think I heard a chair moving there.
You did? Really?
Really?
Are they really coming out now? What do we do? What do we do? Here, I brought a bag of rice. It'll be just like their newlyweds, you know.
When they are newlyweds.
I was going to bring some rice, but all I had was this icky old crap wheat stuff that Brad keep eating around because he thinks... Here, Abby. Oh, I just love weddings, don't you? Jenny, I have to ask you something.
What, Abby, what?
I might be wrong about this and everything, but isn't rice a symbol for fertility or something?
My God.
Oh, here they come, everybody. Start throwing. Start throwing.
Don't throw that, Red. Don't.
You've just seen a theater work transferred to television, a new writer launched, and another hope born that a new generation of American writers will carry us into the next century on the wings of their imagination. The new storytellers are watching this somewhere, and let's hope they're heading for their typewriters or word processors. The theater receives 1,000 one-act plays a year. We welcome the emerging writer, particularly in the area of the short play. Isn't there some moment, some event that set your life in a new direction? Some part of an hour you've never been able to forget? Some story you've been telling for years? If you don't have a word processor, a pencil and butcher paper will do. We're always waiting and hoping. For us, the most exciting part of the day is often opening that morning mail.
Funding for this program has been provided by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Charters and Caldecott next on Mystery. Tomorrow on 13.
Next on Nova, a portrait of Dr. Edward Teller.
The responsibility of a scientist I say you would complete this sentence. I know that my wife made whoopee for the first time when she was blank years old, but I wonder if her mom knows. Tim?
23, since
23.
it's the first time that I would have to say for sure that I know.
That's wonderful. Good.
Yeah, I think so.
Harold?
I think I have to say it'll be 19.
19?
Yes, because we
I wonder if her mom knows.
No, her mother don't know.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
we're old-time lovers.
Oh, wonderful. Good. You devil, you. Yeah. Bob?
Walking is inherited, not learned. It seems we might have a basic walking pattern imprinted onto our nervous system as part of our evolutionary past. By the time the child is 4, she spent several years learning how to keep herself upright, so other neuronal pathways...
I'll be there, Mr. Rush. I'll be there bright-eyed and bushy-tailed in the morning at 6 o'clock. You can count on me. Oh, thanks, Mr. Rush. Thank you. And thank you, Mrs. Rush.
You did this. You set me up. Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's not living here.
Couldn't we talk about that, Mr. Rush? Never!